So basically, they're going to enter at 0, and then they'll introduce themselves. They'll start trying to ask you questions. You're awake, but you're like, oh, I just don't feel good. Like, just, not real fast, not giving them a bunch of information. If they do, your biggest complaint is just like, my stomach's killing me. Like, I've been throwing up last night.
Is it painful, or is it just like
it's kind of, it's sore, but it's kind of sore all over. It's not just one spot. So if they start pushing on your belly, looking for a certain spot, it's just kind of sore all over, especially kind of in the middle, because I threw up last night and this morning.
And that was this morning?
Yeah, just say you threw up twice, last night and this morning. And if they ask you what you threw up, well, I think it was food, but I don't know. And so then, like, they should start asking, of course they'll ask you questions. Don't tell them you drink unless they ask you if you drink. If they do ask you that you drink, you'd be like, yeah, I like to drink, and they'll be like, well, how much? Well, I like to have, 5 or 6 cocktails a day or whatever, if it gets to that point. But I think we'll move along pretty quickly. They'll probably start ordering labs and meds. And then your blood pressure is going to start going down. So 3 minutes in, you're going to be like, oh, I'm feeling nauseous. If they're asking you too many questions, we're not going to get into a big history. You do smoke, you do drink. That's really it.
Gotcha.
Okay.
That's it.
And then
just nauseous, stomach feels
yeah,
funky.
I just super nauseous.
And then first throw up comes at
about 3 minutes in.
3 minutes.
Yeah, and it's going to be that small one. So you got to give me a little bit of warning. You got to say, I think I'm going to throw up. I think I'm going to be sick, and I got to grab the bucket, get it under you before, and then as soon as it's under you, you got to throw up, so that it's there because it's already in there, right?
Okay.
So then your blood pressure is going to start dropping.
After the throw up, blood pressure starts going down.
They're going to order meds for your nausea probably and stuff. So I'll have to simulate giving you the meds and everything. It'll be through the IV.
And then I got to poop.
Yeah, then you gotta say, I gotta poop, yeah. And like, no, you gotta let me get up. I gotta go to the bathroom. And it's like, no, you gotta stay in bed because your blood pressure is gonna be getting lower, stuff like that. If they want to get you up, I'm gonna drop your blood pressure faster. And if they do try to like let you get up to go, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I'm so dizzy. I'm so dizzy. Okay. And so hopefully they keep you in bed. And then if they're like, no, can you hold it? You'll be like, okay, yeah, I can hold it for a little bit. And then you can kind of let that go.
And then I throw up again.
Yeah. So then the family member's going to be kind of worried, which we didn't talk about family members, so I got to make sure that's okay. And then, but they're not going to be like getting in the way and stuff. They're just going to be kind of standing at the foot of the bed with one of the team members, kind of explaining what's going on, kind of watching everything. And so then by like 5 minutes in, pressure's dropping more. And then by 5-6 minutes is when you're going to have the large vomit. And then the large vomit's going to be the capsule.
So like 3 minutes vomit, 6 minutes vomit.
Yeah, exactly. And so that one, and then if you can let it kind of be in your mouth, even if it drips a little bit for drama, that's great.
I like it.
And then the blood pressure is going to tank at that point. They should already have started some IV fluids probably, but I can suggest a pressure bag, get those fluids going faster. They'll start to get some labs back.
So from here, do I like deteriorate fast after I vomit the last blood one? So like I just go like out pretty much like unresponsive?
Yeah, I mean you're kind of responsive to like stimuli a little bit.
But not verbally?
But not, you're just kind of, that's groaning, about it. Groaning. Yeah, So they'll want to intubate you to protect your airway. Then I'm going to get them to intubate the mannequin. Once they have the tube in on the mannequin, I'm going to place the collar on you that we just tested. And if they haven't done it already, we'll get an NG tube. So I'm going to figure out how to tape that to your nose.
You want me to go get the nasal cannula?
I have your nasal cannula in there. I suspect they might put you on that. So I'm going to see if I have a suction catheter first. If I don't, then I'll pull a nasal cannula. Okay, it's a good idea. I think that'll work. So then they should order blood. They should order more medications. So I'll be running around trying to get all those meds hung.
And once I'm out, I'm just
Once you're intubated, you're out. No response.
Cool.
Yeah, they should give you meds to keep you sedated, and then they should call their attending, call the GI consultant. All right. So our goal is to sneak in here while they're all at lunch, so we don't know what's going on. So we'll see. Yeah, they're out. So this is our time. All right. So we have our illustrious student teachers here who are having lunch. But they are they are indispensable in all of this. So I got this to work. So he's going to get intubated, Zach.
Excellent.
It'll be great. And then I've got his nasal cannula as well. I've got all the tubes. We've got all the meds here, so we can pull all the medications that they could possibly order, and we should be in good shape. This case has never been done before. I just wrote this case this morning, so we'll see how it goes. Last night we ran a case in the parking lot of a patient that got dumped off outside the ED doors that the students had to respond to in the parking lot, and we'd never done that one before either. So Zach is great. He ad-libs with me all the time, and we just make it work. So, all right, we got all the things. I think we have all the things. Let's go check our airway head. Make sure that if they need to, they can intubate. So we've got a video glide scope. We've got a full laryngoscope set. And so they will be able to get that airway. It's always tricky doing hybrid, because we have a live patient being the patient, and then when it comes time to do a procedure, we need to switch the learner to a model, but then we need to make it real on the live patient still. So this case is going to go from live patient to model task trainer back to live patient. So we had to engineer a way to have an intubation tube on the live patient once the students have applied it to the trainer. So we also have a central line trainer here in case they feel that they need to do that. This particular scenario would not actually call for that, so we'll see what they do. We'll see what they come up with. I will be the nurse in this case, so I need to make sure that I have all of my IV equipment ready to be able to simulate starting an IV in the patient. It looks like we're missing some things. Oh, here we go. We got some Coban. Got the rest of the meds that we need for this sim. And we've got, basically, this is how we make an IV on a live standardized patient. So I'll apply this when they order, hopefully they order 2 18 gauge IVs. Let's stay tuned and see if they do. All right. And we will have the patient's vital signs up on the monitor so everyone in the audience can see what's going on with the patient as the patient improves or declines. Time will be ticking. Each team will have 10 minutes to work through the case. The audience will be the judge, as well as 3 instructors that will be judging on EPAs of the team and how well they perform. And then we have some prizes at the end. The winner gets bragging rights for 2023 Residency Readiness, so that'll be pretty cool. It takes a lot to get the learners to be willing to put themselves out there and stand up here in front of an audience and run these cases. So we really encourage that kind of learning and kind of vulnerability. We try to create a safe environment here where everyone is kind of in the same boat, learning, experimenting, putting themselves out there, learning how to be a doctor, trying on new roles. And this is a great opportunity for them to do that.